journal question, they ask us to come up with the equation of a graph. So one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to look to see where it crosses the x-axis and how many times a particular route does cross it. So if I start at this spot right here, I can see that's a positive 3. And I know that it is at least a double root. Now, the reason I know it's a double root is because the direction has been changed once, twice. Okay, so it's bounced twice at that spot. So I know just from that alone that x minus 3, because I have to put it in the bracket, is going to be at least squared. Is it possible that it's a fourth root? It is possible, but we're always, in most cases, we're going to choose the lower one. Okay, the next place that this graph crosses the x-axis is at -1. So I know that I am also going to have x plus 1, opposite sign. Now notice it crosses straight through there. It doesn't bounce up at that spot or down. So that means it's just to the power of 1. The next spot is here at -5. So I also know I have x plus 5. And let's take a look at that. So it appears that, you see it has that little rounded part right in here. So it has bounced once because it looked like it wanted to come back down, but it didn't. It went back up. So that little bit of curve thing that you see there tells you that it has a third root at that spot. Okay, so that tells me then at least the factors, how it's going to work with the equation. Then after that, obviously, we're going to take that information from the graph and we're going to figure out our A value. And in most cases, people didn't have an issue with this part of it. You needed to find a point that was on the graph that you could substitute in for x and y so you can solve for A. Try to find a place where the graph, however, intersects. So here's one spot here, so I could have used 2, 5 is a nice spot. And again, this one here looks like it's a nice spot too. It looks like it is a -6, 2. So finding a place where the graph crosses the grid to give us not an approximate answer, but a very good answer at what an x and y value would be for this graph. Hopefully that helps.